Right, welcome to the solution to problem 5-3 located on page 202. Sunspot Beverages makes blended tropical fruit drinks. Okay, we get some data and required. Prepare a production report for the blending department for June, assuming the company uses the weighted average method. Okay, so we're going to start out with physical units again. We know we have beginning work in process, and that was 20,000. And then units started was 180 for a total of 200,000. And completed and transferred out was 160, and means we get an ending work in process of 40,000 physical units. Okay, so equivalent units, we've got materials and conversion. And again, completed and transferred out have to be 100% complete, so this is going to be 160,000 for both. Okay, ending work in process. 100% complete with respect to materials and 25% complete with respect to conversion. So 100% complete here is 40,000, and 25% conversion, 25% of 40,000 is 10,000. So for equivalent units, we are looking at 200,000 and 170,000. Okay. So we're now looking at here. Better write that in here. Equivalent units of production. Okay. Switching to dollars now. We have beginning work in process, and that was 25,200. And 24.8. And costs added. Book says 334,800 and 238,700. All right, so we can add these guys together, and that adds up to a nice, neat 50,000. That 573,500. 623,500. Put some dollar signs in here just to remind ourselves that we're dealing now with money and not units. That adds up to 360,000, and that adds up to 263,500. Okay, so divide that by our equivalent units. Cost per equivalent unit, $1.80 and $1.55. So add those two guys together and you get $3.35. Okay, Next we're going to do our reconciliation here. And so still dealing with dollars here. So costs transferred out, and so that is going to be our 160,000 times 335, which works out to $536,000. And then we've got ending work in process. Direct materials at $1.80, and conversion at 155. Okay, and so for equivalent units now, we're looking at direct materials equivalent units of 40,000 and 10,000 for conversion. So 40,000 times $1.80 is $72,000, and 10,000 times $1.55 is 15,500. Add all of this up, and you get 623,500, which reconciles precisely with that one there. And so that concludes the problem.